It is your Classic Metal Show right here on theclassicmetalshow.com from the Seasons of Tragedy release. That is Benedictum with Burn It Out, and burning it out with my good friend, The V from Veronica. What's going on, Veronica?
The V. You know what? I love you. You know that. I love you guys a lot, and thank you. And hello, people out there. And I've got, like, lots of stuff. I always have stuff to say. I'm going to try to be as calm as I can, but, you know, that's very difficult for me because I am sitting across from my sister in metal, Miss Leone, and she's awesome. I picked her up from the airport yesterday. She was just kind of wandering around the airport, like, aimlessly.
Nice.
Anyway, I think I found my, like, evil twin. Not that I'm not already evil, but, oh, my God. So she is going to be on this much... I don't know if it's anticipated or derided or whatever, but the V Project thing.
Well, wait a minute. I don't know that we've even really discussed the V Project besides...
Yes, you have, because you guys jacked me up about it when I called you with Graham.
Oh,
and you kept going, so what's up with the solo project, V? And I was like, well, I don't really want to go there.
That's true. Wow,
you got to talk about Benedictum. Don't interrupt me. And so, wow. I love you and everything, but you did, and I kept trying to like divert it back to Benedictum, and you made it sound like I was all trying to like diss my people and everything, and I don't do that. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it is time to talk about it because it's almost wrapped up, and you know it's not. You know, it's they wanted to do something that was more like melodic rock type thing, but it's fun. So I got this wonderful, legendary, stellar-voiced individual to be on this thing with me, and I'm just thrilled about it. And then to have a new friend is just awesome.
Okay.
I'm so cheesy, huh? I can't help it. We're just not that angry. I mean, I'm just like, I want to live my life and just rock and do what we do. And I love this woman. I think us ladies need to like have each other's back a lot more.
Right.
Especially in this business.
Right. Well, am I allowed to make any commentary on this V thing?
I think I'll zip it now. Go.
But what am I allowed to say or not allowed to say just from what you shared with me?
Anything you want to say, baby.
Well, for people who are expecting 2 Benedictum records, that's not the case here.
No.
It
was never the proposition in the first place.
Yeah, but, you know, people who expect solo releases to make it sound like your main project. And when it doesn't sound like your main project, then they go, oh, man, this isn't what I expected. Like Jesse James Dupree from Jackal put out a solo record. And it didn't sound like Jackal, and people were disappointed.
But then why would it be called Jesse James Dupree? I mean, that's kind of like, if that's the case, then why wouldn't you just do another
Jackal record?
One with Jackal.
Right. And Don Dokken put out a solo record that he released about 6 years ago, and it doesn't sound like Dokken. And people were like, this doesn't sound like Dokken, this sucks. So I'm just giving people the heads up that if and when the V record comes out, don't expect it to be Benedictum 2.
Thank you.
It's
not that I don't love that. I mean, that's my baby. But just to set the record straight, that's not what I was asked to do. And I mean, I don't know. Put yourself in my shoes. If I had someone asking me to do or something else, unless it was going to like completely suck, you know, I wouldn't have done it. However, it is kind of. It's still it's metal. It's hard rock.
It's hard rock.
It's more fun.
It's a lighthearted, up tempo. More poppy metal, pop rock. And how accurate was I on giving you some critiques on what it kind of reminded me of?
You were a little too accurate for my taste.
Really?
I appreciate it, but in a good way. I mean, that can be a good way. I was very nervous about it. Matter of fact, I was sick to my stomach about it, and I was actually angry about it. But for a while, because I thought, man, I was like, yes, I'll do it. And then at first, I think I had told you this first, it was going to be, we'll provide you the songs, you just sing. And I thought, I'm not completely comfortable with that because that means it takes away any of my creative input. So then we had to, like, because, you know, it is what it is. I'm not getting a lot of money. It's like not like I have money to pay studio musicians and stuff like that. And I have wonderful musicians that I work with Benedictum. So, like I told you before, I mean, Pete and I joke around about with riffs and stuff like that and kind of banter things back and forth. Oh, but that's for another project. Well, now we get to do that project, and it's just another extension of ourselves. We're not trying to rewrite the book. We're not trying to do anything other than to make some other music that we kind of enjoy. And some of the stuff, you know, I kind of grapple with. I really love the songs that Pete and I are doing together as far as the stuff that we wrote together. And there's a couple other ones on there that I feel are really cool. Am I comfortable with it completely? Hell no, because it's not necessarily my groove. It is my voice. It's a stretch for me, but that's not a bad thing if you're an artist. Actually, it's a good thing because it keeps things fresh for you. If you're always doing the same thing, it narrows your peripheral vision as an artist, and you don't want to do that.
Right.
Because then I can bring what I've learned. This child is falling over the floor. Anyway, then you can bring what you've learned, you know, into Benedictum. Benedictum is always going to be that's my family.
Sure.
And if people like it, I hope so. I know I'll get bashed by Leather's telling me, "Oh, you're going to get killed." I'm okay, thanks. But on the other hand, it's going to open stuff up, you know. But we'll see what happens. It's an opportunity. Life's too short. Why not? You know, what the hell?
Right.
100 years from now, who's going to care?
Sure. Well, but you not only, you know, are you being the solo vocalist, obviously we're going to talk to Leather here in a minute, but
right.
Who else have you engaged in getting involved with your project?
Ooh, Jeff Pilson, of course, is playing the bass on about 4 or 5 songs on it. Of course, Pete Wells, my right hand. I mean, come on, it's like, that's my brother. Rickard, our new Benedictum drummer, is actually playing all the drums on the album. The other half of the bass tracks were done by a guy named Mel Brown, and he is absolutely phenomenal. He's done he's done stuff with Jennifer Hudson and J-Lo, and I mean, he's just, when he came in and started throwing stuff down, I just hadn't seen that level of intensity and artistry in a long time. It was intimidating, but he's such a great guy. It was great. And then let's see, we got Steve Conley from F5 and Flotsam and Jetsam and all that kind of stuff, and he's jamming on a tune on there. And I may have some other guest vocalists too. We'll see, that haven't been nailed down yet, but you and I both know.
Right. Excellent. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and it's just kind of like a fun project. It isn't necessarily a band-oriented thing, and again, it's more or less showcasing you as an individual artist with the help of your friends. And I've heard some of the tracks, and unlike Bret Michaels and his friends, this doesn't suck.
Thanks. You have to know that I was sweating the biggest bullets when I agreed to send you some stuff, because I've heard your reviews, and you know what I think of you guys. I love you guys. No, really? But you guys can be so brutal, and your listeners are brutal too, but I love that, and it's cool, and, you know, we got a good relationship here, so I know that you would be honest with me and you wouldn't just bullshit me.
No.
And you know there was that one song, the one that you were talking about, yeah, I don't like that song.
Okay, well, how
Leather doesn't like it either. I was like, girl,
how accurate was I with my assessment of that?
You were completely accurate, because I told my producer about it, and we laughed our asses off, because he said the same thing. This is going to be the one. This is the crossover. And I'm like, no, this is one. I don't fit it. But you take a risk. If you don't take some risks, that's not life. You know, you're not living. You can't, well, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to stay in the box. You know that's not me.
Right.
You know, and people may hate it. Well, it's done. And what? You're going to come to my house and blow me up? You might, but I'll blow you up too, because I have landmines in my yard. So it's all good.
Well, again, it just boils down to, if you don't like it, don't buy it and don't listen to it.
But I hope you give it a chance. I mean, I have to give it a chance. If it took me a while to get comfortable with it, I can only imagine diehard fans of, you know, the way I usually deliver with Benedictum might feel the same way. However, I know there's quite a few people out there that, like, sometimes will mention the softer tracks that I do on Benedictum,
right,
and say, wow, we wouldn't mind hearing more of that.
Which I've said that.
I know you have, and it's like, I'm like, I know, but it's just hard for me because my comfort zone is that, that thing.
Sure.
So it's different, even with the headphones on in front of that mic, in front of that pop screen. It's another thing to be told, no, this isn't Benedictum. It's difficult.
Right.
No, V, start over again. No. You need to bring it with the same intensity, but it can't be that rough. It needs to be more clean.
Right.
What? I mean, that's not how that's not how we roll. And so I have to say it was beneficial for me to meet Leather, have her come into the studio where I just recorded this stuff, and to find someone that feels so much the same way about things that I do. She doesn't like to have other people around while she's recording, just like I don't. It's a thing. It's because recording is different. It's every little thing. You're under the microscope, so every little thing is scrutinized.
Right.
To the nines, you know what I mean? And so it's like, that you're going out over these speakers and someone's critiquing what you're doing with a fine-tooth comb. And every mistake you make, okay, well, do it over, you're sharp, you're flat, you're this, you're that. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I can't even imagine having, like, a bunch of people in the gallery hanging out and partying while I'm doing, because it's like, wow, it's just so raw. It's not going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect.
Right.
So
unless, of course,
different.
you're Bret Michaels and you do one take and you're done.
No. I know you're trying. Don't go there.
You heard.
Don't go there.
You heard.
I'm going to play her all this stuff tonight. I even bought one of those little blow-up mattress things,
Right.
The big, like, queen-size one for my metal queen here.
Sure.
And I've been cleaning the house for like 3 days, and it's still not clean. And I'm like all excited, and everything smells like that Mr. Clean, like Gain.
Right.
Clorox and stuff. I'm so excited to have her. It's like, she's in my home.
Nice.
So, we're going to sit and listen to some of your podcasts and stuff tonight, because I think she doesn't know what she's in for.
Right. Well, since she is there waiting in the wings, why don't you...
waiting and like chomping at the bit here.
Well, why don't you introduce her to the fans of the Classic Metal Show and bring her on?
I will do that. And you know what, fans of the Classic Metal Show, you have to know how much you are loved over here by the V and Benedictum and so many people that love metal and classic rock and all that stuff. And if you know the band Chastain and all that stuff, then you will know that the voice of that band, this powerful metal voice from hell, belongs to none other than Leone. And I am sitting across from this beautiful woman right now, and I would like... You see what she's doing, you go, what? But in any case, we're just going to move on from that. Seriously, she is a force to be reckoned with, and I wish more people, and I hope that more people will give her the props that she is definitely due. Here she is, Leather. Hi, guys.
Well, hi, Leather. Welcome to the Classic Metal Show.
Thank you, I think. Thank you very much. I'm joking. I'm extremely happy to be here. Hi.
Well, you're going to probably tell the V later, why did you hook me up with those guys? Those guys are dicks.
No, I appreciate anyone who's interested in the metal story. I mean, it's our life, so I think it's great. I like the challenge. It's fun.
Sure.
You have to make it interesting or people don't care. There's so many of us, you have to make it interesting.
Right. Well, Leather, some people who are diehard metal fans and go back, 20, 30 years would know...
No, it's only 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They would know you from Rude Girl as well as the Chastain band from the 80s.
Wow, yes. I thank you for the Rude Girl. Yes, they would, yeah.
And, we've had your former bandmates here on the show when Chastain has put out CDs back in the early 2000s.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
And but of course you were no longer part of that lineup, so we kind of missed that boat where you're concerned. But here we are. We got you on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it doesn't seem like that many years have passed, but it certainly has, and we've all grown, I hope. So yeah, thank you.
Well, where have you been, and what have you been doing before you relaunched yourself back into the music spotlight? about a year ago.
Where I have been is in Northern California, and I just went home after the, I think, the 1990 tour with Chastain, and it just kind of came to an amicable end. I mean, there was nothing really going on, and I figured that I would give myself some time off, to regroup, and I didn't really have any offers that were of interest to me. I had done a lot of work, and I'm, unlike V, who her new project is amazing, but I was not really interested in doing any other type of music. Metal is in my blood, and that's what I felt and do still feel I'm good at. So any of the offers that I got were not along those lines, and I think I was probably just tired and didn't want to work any longer. So I just stopped doing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does a metal vocalist do outside of the metal realm?
I actually got into my other passion. I started working with animals. I did a lot of pit bull rescue, and I just, like I said, lived the California lifestyle of champagne, and I really just got into working with animals, and I really just, literally, I walked away. I even really stopped listening to music a lot.
And did you regret that at all, or is that just something for your own mental state?
That's an interesting question. As I'm working with Chastain again, I actually just wrote a song that I think did come out of that. I don't know if regret is the right word. I tried not to go there, but I do kind of question it now because I was young and dumb and spoiled. But, I think it was just what I felt like doing. Where does regret get you nowhere? So I kind of don't go there, but, we'll see what happens from here.
Well, we love our pets, and obviously you've done, had done a lot of work with animals and so on and
yes.
so forth. And, pets are our friends, but they won't pick you up at the airport.
Good point. But they don't care what I look like in the morning. They don't care if I have bad breath or if I gain weight or if I have stringy hair. But that's a really good point. They don't pay the bills. Yeah.
Sure. Now, you kind of reemerged a year ago and came out with this Sledge leather project.
Yes, I did.
And so tell us a little bit about that, since we missed the press junket when that came out.
Yes, and I'm sorry that you did. That's my friend Sandy Sledge from Rude Girl, the drummer. And, Veronica and I have been having some really interesting conversations this weekend. We were both pretty close to Dio, and it was an extreme... Well, it was an intensity for all of us when he passed. So I was down in L.A. during all that time, and I don't know, something in the air, I call it, no thank you, something, I don't know, just kind of hit me that, if you have this talent, you should kind of do it. And I don't know, I think I'd really lost my inspiration. Oh, great cupcake. I'd really lost my inspiration. So I think, and Sandy said, let's do this. And I really didn't think that I could anymore, honestly. And I said, if I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. So we just started doing demos, and it kind of worked out. But it was really all for the love and, for Ronnie James Dio and what he had done for me vocally. And so it was just kind of from there.
Well, when you basically hadn't been active as a vocalist for so long, how long did it take you to get your chops back?
I would say, God, I think I started going into the studios like in November. Ronnie passed in May. I started going in that summer. I would say a good 6 months. I got to tell you, I recorded some stuff, man, and I was just destroying the CDs. It was really frightening to me. But I could always kind of tell naturally that I would be okay. You just have to get back on the bike, as I say, and I had to work it out. So I would say probably a good year. And again, as you say that, I still don't feel that I'm back. Like Veronica, oh my God, she's so in shape vocally. She does this all the time. I still don't really feel I'm 100%, but I can certainly pull it off, so it's a goal that I'm still working toward. It's just a muscle. There's muscle memory. I've been really blessed. So I'm doing okay.
Has your vocal style or your range or your tone changed? Because a lot of the time, as we age, sometimes if you have like a high range, you don't quite have that high range anymore, and maybe your voice gets a little more husky.
I never liked that about me. I always used to try to sing these lower ranges that I'm singing now, and I never could. So for me, it's just been a blessing. I have a joke with Mike Varney from Shatner Records that my balls have finally dropped. I have a lower tone. I think I can use it better. And I stay away from those higher ranges. I just don't like them. So my voice certainly has changed, but I have not worked at what I used to do. I don't want to sound like what I used to sound like, so it's all really good for me. It's certainly changed. My tastes have changed. Yeah, I'm actually very happy with it, but I do stay away from those high, frilly things, which I used to do, and I just cringe when I hear them. But, you know, you do what you can do when you're young, and you just figure it out.
Right. Well, you didn't ever pick up a bad habit like smoking or drinking harsh liquor to where it kind of ripped.
That's for another show. But when I do, when I do have to sing, I'm a huge wino. But no, I never really got heavily into the drugs or the smoking thing. So again, I've just been really blessed. I just have to go to the routine of running a lot and doing cardio and drinking water. But no, I've never really been into anything except neglect of sleep that really has affected my vocals. So it's still kind of the same for me. No alcohol and sleep a lot and doing scales. It's really just basically the same.
Right. Well, when you see some of your favorite vocalists, give me an idea who your favorites are outside of Dio.
Wow, that's tough. People ask me that. Maiden, I didn't realize what an effect Maiden had on me. Helford, the guy from Accept. And it's funny, I go back, way back. Heart, Annie Wilson from Heart. I loved Stevie Nicks. I really love pop melodies. And sometimes I really just hear... I grew up with Boston, a band from back east called Crack the Sky, Elton John. So I really come from that poppy world. But as soon as I really hit the metal world in the early 80s, I mean, it was Dio and Helford and Maiden for me. And I really see that the Maiden stuff now. I was never that... Thank you, Veronica. I was never that into the female thing too much. Of course, Janis Joplin blows us all away, but those are really probably my top three. I've always really liked Mustaine from Megadeth, which is kind of funny because of his vocal tone.
Right.
But I think I just really appreciate... I know how hard it is to do it, so I think anybody that is out there doing it, I mean, God, it's hard. God bless them.
Sure. Now, when I want your opinion as a vocalist, not as a fan, but as a vocalist, because you understand the rigors of what it takes to be a vocalist in a band. When you personally have witnessed, say, some of your favorites, let's just say Jeff Tate from Queensryche,
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot him. Oh, my gosh, yes, I love him.
Would it ever bother you to see him smoking cigarettes after a show or something?
No. Oh, my God, no, whatever works for you. I actually knew people back in the day that would smoke to get rasp. No. Oh, my God, I don't walk in their shoes, whatever it takes. I personally couldn't do it, but no, whatever it takes. It's always been really, I don't want to say hard, but it's always really been tedious. It's something I really have to work at for me to do it. So, God, absolutely not. I know some people that shoot back whiskey. I mean, Dio, who I adore and miss, I mean, he was always drinking beer. I mean, everybody has their different things. So, God, no, I wish I could smoke and sound like Jeff Tate, right?
Right. Well,
God. And I meant to include him. I mean, he's just amazing.
Right, absolutely. Well, now that you've come out of being being a recluse, and you're kind of getting back into it, and obviously your guest vocal on V's new project, and what do you got going on for yourself? For you
for myself, I'm actually doing a new Chastain record, which is really bizarre. But I just got to go ahead today to talk about it. We've been doing demos since January, David and I. We're on the home stretch. I'm extremely pleased with what's going on, so I've been doing that. The SLP stuff, Sledge's other project, we have a few things that we're talking about, but nothing really concrete at this time. And then Veronica, who's a new friend of mine, I'm getting involved in this, and I am probably going to do some shows with her as far as getting up as a guest vocalist. So, I'm just picking and choosing, but I'm really excited about the Chastain record. We'll see what happens there.
Well, Leather, my partner Chris has finally joined us on the mic, so say hello to Chris.
Hello, Leather. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Awesome. Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll jump in as the Chastain fan of the two.
Woo! Great,
thank you. What is it that led you back to that? I mean, you took such a long time away, and I know you did other projects, a little bit here and there. But what is it that brought you back to David?
What brought me back to David? I don't know. Right time, right place. He had actually been talking to me before I released Imagine Me Alive with Sledge last year. Actually, 2 years ago, he had said, "Why don't let's do another record?" And I said, "No, don't want to do it. Don't want to go there." I don't know. Opportunity. It's just the right time. I've spent more time with him. I think I've just grown as an artist. It was time. I don't know. There's any definite answer. I'm not sure. And I told him that I would certainly check it out and see, because I wasn't going to jump into something. So I've just done it. I love the material. I never really wrote with him a lot, so we're doing that now. I think, again, for some reason, through the passing of Ronnie, I just kind of reevaluated everything, and I just got a spark. I mean, I have more to say, I have more to do, and thank God I can still do it. So, I don't know, I think 20 years has been enough, don't you?
Sure. Is there any desire for you to maybe not only do Chastain with him, but since he's so diverse with all his other stuff, the Southern Gentleman and the different projects that he does, is there any desire for you to maybe, dip your toe into some of that a little bit and try some different stuff with him, being that you're both creative people?
Again, that's a good question. I don't know. I can't say yes to any of that. I'm learning a lot of it actually through hanging out with the V, that she is really wide open to doing other vocal things because she can and she has these opportunities. I don't know. I'm pretty stuck. In that metal thing, but I can never say no. I mean, who knows? Again, we're so blessed to have any opportunity and have anybody who gives a F, if I can say that.
Yeah, you can say it. Go ahead and say it.
Excited. So I will listen and try anything. I'm not that closed-minded at all. Why, do you have an idea?
No, I just know that, David is one. His career has been one that has literally, transformed, not only with band to band, but with, different styles, and he tries so many different things. I'm always curious
really does,
if when you work with a guy like that, is it hard to keep a guy like that focused on a specific project?
No, not at all, because we have our hallway. We have what we do. We do metal. I'm a metal singer. No, no, the two of us bring each other into that, because I got to tell you, I love pop, so sometimes I have actually done these poppy things, and he's like, "What are you doing, aggression?" No. Chastain and I, it's all metal. It's metal straight ahead for us. So we have no problem getting back into that. I think we draw it out of each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, during your absence away from Chastain there, Leather, Kate French took over vocals, and she did some time with Chastain as well. And what were your thoughts?
As far as the Kate French stuff goes, I tell you, I never really listened to it till recently. I wasn't really that in touch with any of them. I have listened to it recently. I think I was happy to see that the sound had really changed, that Chastain had really changed his direction. He had gotten whatever. He just changed, and they did their thing. My opinion on the Kate French stuff, I don't think that I know it well enough. I have since listened to her. I prefer her vocals in Vainglory much more, but Katie did a great job. She stepped into, the B artist that I am. She got a lot of flack. She had a lot of balls, and I was actually really proud of her. She can sing. Anyone, I don't care if you're a male, a female, or a chicken, this is hard. You put yourself out there, people are going to crush you, man. So I was really proud of her, and I thought she did a great job. And I'm actually excited to meet her. I'm going to actually meet her face-to-face this fall.
Excellent. Well, we've had Kate on the show before, and apparently, oh yeah, when the Vainglory came out a few years back, we had her on the show when she was promoting that, and apparently there must have been some kind of a misunderstanding between Chris and I and her. Because we asked her assessment of various singers that are in metal, be it Doro or Veronica, or who else did we ask about, Chris? The Danny, what's her face from down in Brazil, Danny.
I don't even know.
Shadowside.
Yeah, from Shadowside. I can't think of her last name.
But I say it all in love. I don't know her. Okay.
Yeah. And
what did she say about everyone?
Well, she gave props, but then she kind of got a little snarky about the whole Benedictum thing because they were both on Locomotive.
I'm sorry, I don't know what snarky means.
Kind of a backhanded comment.
Okay.
And she said, well, if I had the budget that they had, our record would have sounded that great too. or if I had the budget and the production, I would have been made to sound as good as Veronica does too.
Well, again, I don't even know about that situation, so I don't really know anything about that. And
I know you don't. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
But it got us into some trouble, and it got Veronica into some trouble, and then the publicist was all bent out of shape. It was just kind of funny. And it's like nobody ever said it. And then she blamed it on us, saying, they told me to say that.
Really, I'm really sorry about all that. It's all bullshit. I don't deal in mediocrity. I mean, to me, I feel so blessed that I can even do what I do. So I don't know anything about that, and I don't know her. But I did hear a little tidbit of all that stuff. I blow it off. I don't have the time. I'm trying to do a career.
Well, I
I'm
agree.
trying to be the best I can be. Whatever. I'm not Black Sabbath. I really think it's ridiculous.
It
so
is.
I don't, like I said, I've heard little tidbits of it. I don't care. I don't have time.
Yeah, but then Veronica caught shit, too, and saying that we set her up. And it's just like, wait a minute. We're not in the business to do that. So
I don't know. Do you think she was doing it for press, maybe? Did they sell any more records?
How big do you see them as being?
I don't know. I don't know how well they do. I really don't know. But again, to me, it's all so first grade. I'm older now. I just don't have time. I want to be the best vocalist I can be. And, I mean, I don't even know who she is. I've never even met her. So life is too short. It's just stupid.
I agree. But
maybe should we punch each other out to sell records? I don't know. Should we do that? I don't know.
Only if we can hold the camera.
Oh, you shithead. What do you say? Only if they can hold the camera. But yeah, but it's trivial, and I don't really know that much about it.
Sure.
Like I said, I have been blessed enough for Veronica to ask me to come up and play some songs with her this fall at the Rock Harvest Fest, I believe it's called, and I know that Kate will be there, and I'm so excited to meet her. I mean, I just want to bring everybody up. There's going to be a lot of female front people. Oh my God, it's amazing. We're going to lift each other. I'm so excited to just fucking rip.
Nice.
It's going to be rip.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that festival is basically an all chick metal fest, because that's correct.
No, it's not an all chick metal fest. I think Flotsam and Jetsam are playing, right? In King Cobra. No. But they do. It seems to me that they do honor chicks in metal. I know that Sound of Thunder is playing. I think Vainglory, Benedictum. Seven King, and it's just, that's the way it should be. Why do we have motherfucking conversations about girls and guys? I mean,
We're playing.
we play, we're singers.
It's a good band or it's not.
I think it's only their second or third year, though, but I'm extremely excited. I know that second year that people talk about it, and it's kind of a big deal, and I can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow.
Well, and agreeing with your statement that it really shouldn't matter, have you thought about having Marcy Free headline?
Who's Marcy Free?
Used to be Mark Free from King Cobra.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know the band that much. So what? Did he become a she?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. No, I don't know anything about that. But God bless.
Well, why would you? You've been out of circulation for 20 years.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, I hang out with a lot of people in L.A., and I'm not sure what the terminology is, but people that have become different sexes. So I'm just kind of used to it, but. I didn't know King Cobra that well. So is that person still fronting the band?
No, she's now fronting Unruly Child.
Does she still sound good?
Well, different.
Wow, that's interesting. I'll check it out.
Yeah, Unruly Child.
Veronica and I were just talking about there were a lot of people go on YouTube and they call me man baby and all this stuff and transgender. And I think it's hysterical. I mean, people have too much time on their hands. It would actually be a compliment to me. I wish that I was transgender, but so it's also stupid. It's also fucking stupid. Who cares, right?
Well, I would care if it happened to me, forcibly.
Well, obviously, thank God that we're happy in our bodies, right? So far.
Nice. Well, Leather, what else do you want to tell the Classic Metal Show fans now that you got the attention of everyone?
Well, I want to tell them to wait for the Veronica solo record, and I'm extremely pleased and honored to be on it. I'm really honored to have become her new friend, and I think we have a lot of stuff coming up in the future. It's a great rock record. Look forward to the Chastain record. Again, no title. Hopefully the end of this year, the beginning of next year. Sledge Leather, SLP. You know, we're looking to do whatever we can. I mean, it's just really an exciting time. Veronica and I are both part of the with her with Benedictum, us with me with Sledge Leather. We're doing a Italian tribute album, and I'm sorry I don't know the name of the band, but there's a gentleman, Claudio, who's putting out a tribute band to some metal band in Italy that everyone really honors, and we're all going to do some cover tunes. So that's going to be this fall. You can go online to both of our Facebooks to check it out. It's Strana Officina. Yeah, I think you can do it on Facebook. What's your Facebook, V? Well, she's looking, but you can obviously do SledgeLeather.com for me. I know you can go to Benedictum and figure it out, but I think we're going to do that this fall. Strana Officina, and of course, I am waiting for Sabbath to call me to open their shows. I'm hoping that it's going to come at any day now.
Yeah, sure.
They had the wrong number.
You're just like...
And I really appreciate it, you guys. It's awesome, and just, we'll keep you posted.
You sound like Randy O from Odin waiting for that big contract to come in.
Well, really, I just want to tour. I just want to tour again before I die. And again, I was saying to Veronica today, I mean, Scorpions play. There's 16 bands on the bill. I should be one of those 16 bands. But, it's a different time. And like I said, I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. And I appreciate your time. And, Veronica will get her new material to you, of course, and we'll get Chastain to you, and we'll take it from there.
Well, good. Yeah. Well, we'll be glad to have you back on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, where can people find you there, Leather?
It's interesting you say that, dude. I've been hacked on Facebook. So right now, go to SledgeLeather.com. You can go there. You'll see the Sledge Leather Facebook. But I'm going to be, I'll be back on soon. I mean, Veronica's looking at me, rolling her eyes. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably get it together this week, and when I do, I'll call you. But you can always do SledgeLeather.com. I'm there.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Well, we're glad to have you. So why don't you hand that phone back to the V now that we're finished with you?
Hold on. Hold on.
What's up, baby?
Hey, it's the V.
It's the V in the house. We're having a good time over here. I'm telling you, this woman is amazing. I love people. I'm sorry. I'm just like too jovial and loving and stuff. But this woman, to hear her sing last night in the studio, it was so nice to be on the couch and not be the one under the hot seat, and to listen to her just belt this stuff out it was an experience. It was great. And I will be sending you some of the pictures that were taken last night because they were insane. They were good ones.
I like that.
Yeah, I know you. Trust me. With the oversized drumsticks with the little, yeah. I was working it.
Nice.
And it had the little spanking paddle. Yeah, it was on. It was on.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's much shorter than me because I'm like taller than like most people in the world. So, we put her on a little stand thing, and we were spanking that ass. It was on. It was a good time. A good time was had by all.
Wow.
I was
nice. Well, and she could definitely look. Regardless of all the sexual innuendo, she could definitely bring it. Those early Chastain records, Seventh and Never especially, those are freaking phenomenal records.
She's badass, is she not? I mean, I'm telling you, not enough people know, and I'm so proud of you guys for letting other people know. And for those who already know, more power to you, and those that don't are just getting turned on to it. This woman is the. Can I say the shit? Yeah. Is the shit.
Nice.
She's just, I'm in awe. I love it.
Well, speaking of the shit, Veronica, I heard some pretty good Benedictum songs that nobody else has heard. That's the shit.
Really? Because I'm scared of you. You know that. I'm like,
Why are you scared of us?
Believe
me, you know for a fact we would tell you straight up if we hated it.
Oh, I know. That's the problem. I know. I know what you guys do. But I'm glad that you like. I let her listen to a couple of tunes last night, and it was the look on her face. It was good, and I was like, right on. So it really made me feel really good, and I'm so proud of everybody. And I can't wait for this damn thing to come out. I'll be glad, because now I'm already sick of them, the songs, because it's been so long, and I thought the release would be a lot sooner, but it is what it is. So I think it's November 29th. The new album comes out.
So what does that mean as far as when we're allowed to play this stuff? Because our fans want to hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the best people, I'm telling you.
But we've
the world
we've
doesn't
done this
roll without
dance.
people like that.
Is it coming out on Frontiers?
Yeah.
See, we've done this dance.
I'm going to ask
with
them
Frontiers.
when we can actually release stuff to you. I'm assuming, you know what happens when we assume. I'm going to assume that in October, I'm going to actually get physical copies in October, and I know the press for it starts in October. If I can ask them if I can forward some stuff to you before that, because I have all, the masters have been turned in and everything, and there's a couple of tracks I'd really like to have you guys play and just kind of get people's opinion on it and stuff. I would love that.
You said master.
Master. I'm your master.
Right.
Oh, I bet you are, at least for one weekend.
With the corset adjustment?
Well, here's the deal with Frontiers, Veronica, and that's why we're going to totally wait on you. We've done this dance before and gotten artists burned by playing stuff too early for Frontiers, and they bitched and moaned about things. So we'll wait.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with them. It's all good, but I got you. Let me see what I can do. What did they do to you?
Well, it wasn't so much what they did to us, but it was a certain other big band that Neely knows that we played some stuff early, and
someone that you're newly acquainted with.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That person.
Yes.
What happened?
Let's just say that as big as that name is, still has to take direction from the record company.
Ooh, all right, well, then I better not get too big for my britches.
Right.
Well, I already have a big butt anyway, but that's not the point right now. But, okay, because I don't want to push the envelope too much, but you know what I'm saying. Okay.
Yep.
I will ask and make sure that, we all got to serve some master, so it's all good.
Wow. And what master are you serving exactly now?
No one you want to know right about now. Leather. That's the only master that I've I got a new, air mattress for her. It's on. And we can, adjust it any way we want. It's going to be on.
You carry it with you all the time? Is that right?
Don't get me started. Please. I'm trying to be really good. Hey, you noticed I've been very, very calm today, right?
Why? That's no fun.
I know. This is about her. It's not about me, right?
Well, you need to get some drinks in you or something and get up.
We may start. We may start wrestling, and here we go. I'm starting with the last. Here we. Hold on a minute. You just start.
What, are you giving her shit about something?
Just give her a couple glasses of Red Rock Malbec, and she'll be good.
Well, actually, she's doing Pinot Noir, and I'm doing Pinot Grigio with chocolate and wine and cheese. So you've been talking to Dee for a while. You know her pretty well.
Well,
have you ever met her?
Yes.
What do you think of that rack? Isn't she beautiful?
Yes.
That's interesting. If you know anything about me, I've always been the tomboy, so my friends are going, great, you're going to get on stage with her. You better gain some weight, man, and push up those fucking boobs.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Hold on. Love you guys. I don't know, but love you. Thanks for the time. Get a drink.
Okay. We're done with you now.
All right.
We have to do things with each other. I've got to go.
Wow.
Really?
Can I hold the camera?
Huh?
Can I hold the camera?
Yes, you can. I think
Nice.
you should. We need some couple different angles going on, so we definitely need at least a 2-camera shoot.
Right.
I'll be sending you some pictures. I'm going to make her try on my bras. It's great. I got a whole new shipment today from Victoria's Secret because they had a sale. It's a bra thing. I have to have a certain kind, and they had these new colors and stuff. So I was cracking up. She's putting them on, and it's like, wow. I didn't realize how big mine were, but it's funny. Okay, so I'll be sending them to you because they're in very, very great colors and things.
Well, feel free to take those pictures, and don't forget the in-between try in-between different ones. Those are the best pictures.
You think so? You think those little outtakes, like in-between changes, you think?
Yeah, I'm in for some areola shots. I just put it out there.
I love you for that. You know that. Go home and behave yourself.
All right.
Love you guys.
All right, Veronica.
Well,
be good or be good at it, okay?
Right. Well, what should we close out here with?
Okay. Wait a minute. This time. Okay, you going to do some Chastain or you want to do some Benedictum or both?
Both.
Okay. For those who dare, Chastain. And then for Benedictum, I think this time I'd like to go with Shadowland.
Shadowland?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had to take my medication today. That's all about being depressed and stuff. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of people out there listening who know what I'm talking about. That stuff's brutal. So if you fight the good fight in your head, that's probably the most wicked fight there is. I'd much rather grapple with something physical than something in the cranium. You know what I mean? Maybe you do. I think you do probably. You may need medication. But anyway, that's what it's about. So I'll probably send you some of my medication, see if it would benefit you. But in any case, yeah, I would say that.
Insane in the membrane, huh?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Jeez.
Do what you can.
All right. Well, it sounds good. We're looking forward to the new Benedictum as well as the new V project.
Thank you.
And the new Chastain.
And the new Chastain.
That's exactly right. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't heard any of it yet, and I'm really, really curious. And, God, boy, can she sing. It's just amazing. She's blowing out preamps everywhere. It was great.
All right, Drunky McDrunkerson, go drink.
Oh, you know what? Go kiss my ass.
Bring it over.
I will.
Nice.
Pay for the flight, bitch. Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
You cheap-ass bastard. I'll see you later.
That's all I got to do to get me some Veronica action. Shit, I'll buy
You got to pay for the flight. This is not free. Oh, hell no. Last name is Freeman, but this shit is not free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to pay.
Hey, I got a bank account and want some celebrity puss. I'm in.
About damn time. See you there.
Well, don't you be looking at me all crooked.
Don't be looking at me all crooked. The hell's wrong with you? Oh, God, I love that. That was great.
Yep.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Well, let's go check out Benedictum at their website at benedictum.net and look for them out on the road and the new V record and the new Benedictum and the new Chastain. And, well, let's get out of here with something from their Dominion release. And this is Benedictum with the Shadowlands exclusively here
On your classic metal show.